This holiday season, it's all about the bedroom, and Casper's Black Friday sale has up to 30% off everything you need to make your bedroom your happy place. Only Casper mattresses are made with 86 supportive gel pods to align your spine and eliminate aches and pains. And Casper bed frames are made from the highest quality materials. Give the gift of a better bedroom. Save up to 30% during Casper's Black Friday sale on now at Casper.com. Terms and conditions apply. See Casper.com/terms for more details.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1756. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome to another episode. Woohoo! And today's show is one where I answer someone's question, how long does it take for a recruiter to screen resumes? Hope you find this helpful and give it a great review wherever you listen to the show. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, well, you can listen to information at the end of the show, or I'll just simply tell you, go to my website, thebiggamehunter.us. There's a button there that says schedule. You can schedule time for coaching or a free discovery call. Let's get acquainted. I'd love to help you. And in the meantime, let's get going. The question for today is, how long, well, let me just make sure I have that right. How long does it take to screen resumes? And this is asked from the perspective of an employer who's using a recruiter that they're finding expensive to get good but not great candidates. As they write, for each position we get 3 to 5 candidates who go to the hiring manager, and they're thinking of bringing the process in-house and using tools like ZipRecruiter and Workable, and want to think, and they're recruiting for IT positions. How long is it going to take to narrow things down to get those same 3 to 5 options? Now, the real question I want to start off by pointing out is most people undervalue a recruiter and what they do, because you're seeing the result of their efforts in those 3 to 5 resumes. You don't know what they did to get those 3 to 5. So, for example, you're looking at the 3 to 5 and thinking to yourself, yeah, I can get 3 to 5 resumes if I use those tools. What's the problem? And the problem starts off with, okay, let's look at who's going to screen those resumes that come in and do the pre-interview with them? Who's going to evaluate them? I know when I was doing recruiting, what I would receive is hundreds of pieces of garbage that were little more than spam that, some systems will have a data dictionary that will allow you to evaluate and have the system screen, but, sometimes these systems miss things. So if you're okay with that, let's move on. And let's assume that your system is delivering, I'll just give myself as an example again. Monday morning, it's typical for me to walk into 200, or it was typical for me to walk into 200 to 250 resumes, and then have to start going through them. In the usual 3 to 5 seconds that normally is used, you do the math. And if I operated like a machine and, I was actually able to do this in 5 seconds, with 5 seconds to open up the next one and to delete the previous one. It's 6 per minute, 250 resumes. It's 6 into 240 is 40 minutes to go through it. But I get interrupted. I get distracted. I'm not a machine. I'm a human being. It's boring to read little more than spam, and you have to at least look at it for a few seconds to figure out what are they saying they do before you delete it. And as I said on an early podcast for Job Search Radio, I think it was actually in the first show, typically out of those 250, you know how many I'm going to wind up actually interviewing? The answer is 2. 2 out of 250. So just working your own math here. If you're stuck in this position of getting 250 resumes for which 2 are going to be qualified, it'll probably take about 2 hours of labor time. Now, I must tell you, there are days that go by where I'm not seeing 2 resumes that are worth my following up on. It's awful, but it's true. And the result winds up being, in terms of finding those 3 to 5 people that you actually want to interview, it may take several days. And that's before you start actually pre-interviewing people, before deciding to forward them to the hiring manager. Now, that's dedicated effort. And the probability is, in a firm like what's being described here, you're not going to have a dedicated resource doing it. It's going to be an ancillary to their job. Because if you had a dedicated resource, you wouldn't be asking the question. You'd already know. This person would be doing the pre-screening for you, and you wouldn't be using the external recruiter. So my guess is it's a small firm. It's an add-on function for someone's day, and it's going to take more time than you think. If you're okay with that, fine. But that's what you're paying the external recruiter to do, is to do that screening to get it down to the 3 to 5. I would say easily, it could take a week to a week and a half to get it to 3 to 5 while this person is doing something else as well. So, I'll just simply say, if that's worth it to you, if that expenditure of time that may wind up being pointless because the people that they identify may not fit either, go ahead, bring it in-house, do it. But if you're not sure, I'd simply say, if you want to cut your costs, reduce the recruiter fee. Take it down by 2 points. So if you're paying 25%, bring it to 23. If you're paying 20, bring it to 18%. Simply say, I want to continue giving you an exclusive, but we're evaluating internal resources, and I want to consider you because you've been very helpful to us, and this might be a way we get around it. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, here are a few more ways to get more from me. First of all, there's my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have more than 8,000 blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find your next job. In addition, if you're interested in my coaching you, at the site, there's a button there that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call, schedule yourself in for coaching, interview preparation coaching, salary negotiation advice, how to have your questions answered, or coaching related to hiring more effectively, managing and leading, helping you be a better executive in your organization, and overall being a better employee of your firm. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/TheBigGameHunter. Mention that you watched or listened to my content. I like knowing I'm helping folks. Once we're connected, if you're interested in coaching, let me know. I think it's easier at the website, but if that's the way you want to do it, so be it. Lastly, join my group on Facebook called Career Angles. It's focused on helping you do better at work. Information there is shared daily, and I'm attempting to build a supportive group there. Ask to join. I'm not letting recruiters in, so I want to make it a safe place for everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!
This episode is sponsored by Schwans.com. What are you having for dinner tonight? Good question. Schwann's Home Delivery has a solution for you. Stock up your freezer with high-quality frozen foods like premium meats and sides, delicious ready-made meals, ice cream, and more. No subscriptions, no memberships, just a friendly yellow truck that's been delivering food for almost 70 years. Listeners of this show get a special deal. Get 20% off your first order with code YUM20. Check out schwans.com/YUM for details.
There's no place like home for the holidays or HomeDepot.com for holiday decor with Black Friday prices inside and out. Like artificial Christmas trees starting at just $39.98 or outside lights and playful inflatables to bring joy to the neighborhood. Order holiday decor online and you'll even get free delivery. Holiday decorating improved with an assortment of holiday decor plus free online delivery from HomeDepot.com. How doers get more done while supplies last.